What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the RDN Roller Show. We got a special edition pod for you. This is a Sunday morning coffee edition pod. Got my coffee here, a little North Carolina cup. You know what I mean, right there. Some people do, some people don't. If you know that reference. Got my main man Ant on the East Coast there, getting ready for some Sunday roller. But we got an exciting interview.
Oh yeah, we got a guy that if you play roller hockey, you've definitely heard him around the rink.
Or
But
you've seen his vlogs.
yeah, or even the recent vlogs, and I mean, yeah, actually, he's doing a really good job with it. I love that he's with his buddy Paul over there too. He's an awesome guy, and they've been doing a great job. And Marv diving into the social media influencer realm. And let's see how good Marv is with getting his Zoom up and running. That's the biggest test. Oh, pretty good.
Very
Not
Pretty
bad.
good.
What's up,
Pretty
fellas?
good. 3 seconds.
3 seconds. All right, ladies
Pretty
and
good.
gentlemen.
It's better than Kraft did the first 6 times.
For real. I think you heard it there. We got a special guest. We've kind of wanted to do this for the last couple of months. You either know him in Arizona, or you hear him in France, or you see his vlogs on the internet. But this is, like Anth was saying, the new social media sensation and roller. Marv Simmons, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me, guys. Pleasure being here. This is awesome.
Dude, how you know what? Just take us through your life right now in France. Just your morning. You do your vlogs. How's your morning been?
My morning's been great. I mean, I normally wake up a little bit earlier than Paul. He's actually my neighbor, which is pretty cool. We pretty much have like a just a four, like pretty much four, like place
Like a
apartment
duplex?
complex. Yeah, kind of. And we have like our own little courtyard, and then below us is like an office bureau for people. And yeah, I normally wake up a little early. I normally go for a walk, go grab a coffee, and then Paul wakes up. We walk to the gym, and then after that, it's lunchtime. Really, we don't really have any alarm clocks here, which is pretty nice. So it's pretty cool just waking up and just getting after it. It's been really fun.
Is that weird adjusting to like going from waking up every morning, having your breakfast, going to the gym, maybe going to work, coming back, chilling out, going to a men's league game? Has that like been a huge adjustment for you? Just like have this freedom?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just not working because like it is kind of like men's league. Like we only practice at night, so just during the day you have so much time on your hands, so you got to do it wisely. And it's easy to get into bad habits, but having Paul around definitely keeps me grounded and stuff like that. And we kind of hold each other accountable, making sure we're as professional as possible around here. And yeah, the biggest adjustment is like not being able to talk to your family because they're sleeping, or like talk to your friends or just get to know. That's why you got to make friends out here, and you try and like get as close as you can to your teammates. And definitely, me and Paul have grown pretty close in the last couple months being here. That's for sure.
And you're in Épernay, correct? Did I say that
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yep.
Me and Ant's last podcast were talking about just the different rinks, all in Europe, in France, and everything. And I know you guys played Villeneuve last night, and that was a good game. I was watching that. Can you kind of take us through that game, and also like, what are your thoughts on that rink too? Because it's definitely a weird looking rink.
Shoebox. Yeah, it's tiny. I mean, it's no bigger, no smaller than our rink. Honestly, I mean, not that we notice it at all. It's just kind of weird that there's glass on one quarter of the rink behind the net, and there's the fans, and then you just play on a wall, and then the door to get on the rink is like part of the boards. So like if you hit someone hard enough, like I remember my first game a couple years ago there, like a minute in, like there was a board battle and the door opened. And I was like, Jesus Christ, what I get myself into around here? Like, oh my God. And like most rings don't have glass, there's just netting. So like straight puck, like make sure you're paying attention, bud. Like it's crazy. But yeah, I really like that rink with the new still mat and everything. Like most of the rinks in the Elite League are pretty good. The N1 League, there's like two or three that are like concrete or just like painted tile, you know what I mean? Which is like an adjustment. It's like the home rink advantage is huge in this league. Like it actually is like a big deal. But yeah, that game last night, we played really well defensively. But in League Elite, like if you make one or two mistakes, like you can't make those like stupid mental errors. You know what I mean? Like we kind of did last night, and we couldn't find the back of the net. I mean, it definitely was a goalie duel. In my opinion, the two best goalies played each other last night. So it was like a super offensive team versus more so like our team's a super defensive team. Because they have some firepower on the team, like Maxime Langlois and then Cooper Har. I mean, he's such a player out here. And like I said, they have a good goalie. Their captain, Carl Gabier, is like a legend out here. So I mean, it was a tough loss for us, 2-0, but it definitely showed that we can hang at this level for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you guys started off like super good too. You guys have had a great start to the season as well too. And I
Yeah,
think, you and Paul definitely, I think that brings just a different that North American game, right? That harder game. You can
yeah.
definitely see other players want to play to that level on your team if that makes sense.
Absolutely. Like our young guys definitely like look up to us and we do our best to help them to become better players too. Because we have some kids that have talent and then our younger Namibians, they're like in their early 20s and those kids can fly.
I was
Like
gonna say
they have a
Coetzee.
motor.
It's Coetzee, right? Or Coetzee?
Yeah. Yeah. Christian Coetzee and Armandus Rocher and Sean Lecce. And they never get tired. I've never seen anything like it. Like they never get tired out there. And they're kind of like Christian's just a natural, like at hockey, like his sense and like he has like really good hockey sense. His IQ is really high. His skill's good. Sean's like super defensive and like really tenacious. He's a little bit of a smaller guy, but he's like super tenacious and he's good at pick setting. And then Armandus is just a freak athlete. Like he's a freak out there. Like he runs on his skates and somehow he like shimmies guys. And I'm like, dude, where did these guys come from? Like, who are these guys? Like, but they're the biggest beauties too. Like they're such good dudes and they just love playing roller hockey. Like they just love it, man. That's all they know. And they're just the coolest dudes. I'm really happy to have them on our team this year.
What's kind of like the biggest adjustment you have then, like switching over from the North American, going back to the European, back to the North American game? Like, what's been the biggest adjustment, and how are you mentoring these guys? Like, are you taking them to the gym? Are you holding them accountable, or are they just doing it on their own?
Most of the kids kind of do the gym and stuff on their own because like we're the only players that live in Epernay, me and
Oh,
Paul.
wow.
Everyone else lives in like the big city, about 30 minutes out or about an hour away. And the younger kids, like every Tuesday, we have like a skill session where like all the younger guys kind of meet with me and Paul at the rink. We just kind of show them like certain things they can get better at shooting, just like little fundamental things. And then definitely on the game side of it, like after games, like they're always asking us questions. Like they want to learn, and they want to like become better hockey players because like they see like Eton Junior, like Sigmund, like all these guys, like they've watched these guys play since they were 7, 8 years old. Like there's a guy on our team, Maxime Colas, who played like in this league for probably 10, 12 years, played with like Skylar, TK, Joey, all those guys. And he has pictures with like guys that are on our team when they're like 6, 7 years old. Like they grew up like it's crazy. It's crazy, And like now his like some of our guys like Tom Roger, our assistant coach, like he's been around this league forever and like he's watched these little kids grow up. And I think honestly the biggest adjustment is like the physicality for sure. And out here, like no one can get exposed with skating. You know how like in some of the like pro tournaments you have like guys that played ice hockey that aren't strong roller skaters. Like everyone here is like a good roller skater. Like nobody's like a dud when it comes to skating. Like everyone can stop, everyone can transition, can like is good on their edges, things like that. And I think the biggest thing is the gap control. Like it's a lot easier for a defenseman here to like gap up because you play like more of an ice hockey style here. Like we play a 1-2-1 or a box. Like that's how we run our team. Like there's very rare like man on man. So I think adjusting to full man on man all the time in North America and then coming here and just playing a straight strategy every single game is probably the biggest adjustment for me.
Do you like that strategy like play? Like do you kind of like that North American? Because you do see it with even ice hockey players that come from Russia and play in the NHL, and they're like, "Why are we dumping and chasing?" And
Exactly.
something I've always thought too. So I just, with you, how do you like that European style? Do you like that?
I kind of, I mean, I do and I don't. I think it's effective, and that's like that's why I like it. It's super. You can't play like man on man out here because like there is a little bit of a like the age gap and like also like the skill gap in this league is like everyone's first line can fire away. It just depends how deep your team is. So I think our younger guys like not exposed, not don't get exposed, but like they just don't have the experience, that like some of these other guys have, like playing together for so long and playing at this level. So I think that's a big thing. Um, I mean, to go back to like Merrigan's point, like the man on man and stuff like that, like I prefer the man on man personally because like you can just like mark one guy. Like yesterday, I tried to mark like Cooper as much as I could. But when we're running a box, it's like we have to trade off so much on guys and things like that. So I think with the small rink, it's the only way to play it is a strategy. And on the big rink, it's man on man's the best way because if you're smart enough, you'll figure out the box in like on the big style on the big rink because you'll figure out how to like come at it with speed and make that easy like outlet pass and things like that. But yeah, I mean, and we're really, really well coached. Like I can't say enough good things about William Richard. Like he's by far the best coach I've had, ice or roller, by far.
Wow.
He's just so like organized. He understands the game. Like he played professional ice hockey. He played in the original League Elite. He's won it like 6, 7 times. Won a world championship, and he's phenomenal. I can't say enough good things. He's super hard on me, which me and him butt heads a lot, but it's for the best for sure.
That sounds like he's a legend there then.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, he's a like every rink we've gone to, like everywhere we go, like anything hockey, ice, roller, the freaking pro shop. Hello, William. Shakes his hand. Like, how are you? Like everyone just goes out of their way to talk to this guy. It's pretty cool stuff.
He's like what Carl will be in like 20 years from now, right? Because everyone just respects the hell out of Carl, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like he played against like Yoder in like the original Euro Cup, and he like played with Eton and Rattel, and like he played with like all these guys. Like the craziest thing he told us the other day is he played on the Team France ice hockey world championship team, and guess who his coach was? Freaking Herb Brooks.
No way.
What?
I swear to God. He was like, yeah, Herb Brooks like came over to coach us, and he's like, he coached me for 2 games. I was like, no way.
That's so
like,
cool.
And, like I've been playing here 3 years. I was like, that would be the first thing I tell somebody, you know, like an American guy. Like that'd be like the first thing I told them. And he told us that, and I was just like, dear God, this guy's a freaking weapon. This guy's the man.
That's
like,
real, man.
I know.
So
Go ahead.
With that being said, like, and again, have you been trying to learn French, or like do you have a good understanding of French? Like how's that communication helping? Is he really good with the English side of things?
Oh yeah, every speech is in English and French. Every single one of them. Like he can speak English good. I mean, my French is coming along for sure. I mean, just being here 3 years, it's kind of hard not to. And I at least like put it. I like try, you know, like when you try, but it's like a lot of the times, like I'll speak French to the players and they'll speak English back to me. That way, there's like a full understanding. Yeah. And here we're a tourist destination, so like everyone under the age of 30 can, I would say like 60-70% can speak English, but like all the older people, like they're like, hey, that ain't happening, bud. Like we're speaking French.
Yeah,
you know. But everyone's been pretty cool, and like the people here are like some of the nicest people I've ever met. Like I have like last year I didn't even have a apartment because I came late in the season, so I lived with the family, and that's like really helped my French because there was zero English in that house.
Yeah,
zero.
You're 24/7. You kind of just have to become accustomed to it, and I think that's the best way to learn is just like diving in. They say with all the Europeans that come over to play in the NHL, just like put yourself in that. Watch TV in French, like whatever it is. And French is not easy. I took it for 6 years. I don't know shit.
It's not easy. Dude.
And they speak so fast.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Like, I just get lost, dude. Yeah. I just like when they're talking, but also like we've made friends that like kind of can speak English, so they teach us some things, and like definitely like going to like soccer games here, and like you said, watching it on TV. Like we watched like the France Norway like Euro Cup game, like qualification game the other day, and we were like, Paul was like, oh, I'm starting to understand what they're saying because like they're speaking hockey terms, you know, that we hear all the time.
It relates.
And just immersion is the biggest thing, and like kind of making an ass out of yourself, like saying something that isn't right, and they'll like correct you on it and like make fun of you. Like, you know me, like if you make fun of me, like I'm just gonna beg for more, you know, because I think it's funny.
Oh, we know.
You know, I'll just beg for more. Like I don't care.
That's why you're on the pod, brother.
No. Yeah, exactly.
So talking about you and Paul, when you guys go to get food, you guys go to get like, I guess just say lunch, right? What's your guys' go-to order? Is there a go-to order? You're like, you know what, this is what I love here, and I'm always gonna go. Or do you guys always try things up?
Yeah, Paul likes to try a bunch of different things, and then he kind of talks me into it.
We got to get Paul on the pod too, because he seems like a very interesting guy and a very good way of like, I want to know more
shit too.
He's so California. You know what I mean? Like saging the house and like meditating, and then like always like he's standing on his nail board at the gym, you know, like he's just the man. And he's like he's definitely the responsible one.
I was gonna say, didn't he develop like some crazy app too? Like, isn't he like really smart? Like,
I feel like a dummy whenever
Yeah.
I hang out with him. He is so intelligent and he's like just such a good dude too. And like he works for this company called M Trigger. They do like lasers and like pretty
Yeah,
much like
this guy's
medical
a
sales.
genius. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like why is he
he like
like
runs a
playing
company.
hockey?
He runs a company while he's playing out here pretty much for this guy. And he like works at night and he's working American hours and like he's just
That's
such
a
a I call him the like how they called Lindstrom the perfect human. Like he's that guy. Like he's
Yeah.
just everything is like dialed in. He's organized. He's intelligent. He's like just a good all around dude. He's always working. He's a hard working guy. He always has his shit together. Like he's got it going on. I can't say enough good things about Paul. I love having him
Dude,
around. I'm
Rob,
really happy. The Italian league team told him not to come, and then he came over here. So I'm really happy about that.
whoa, 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 whoa. Don't just like
Yeah,
breeze over
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Let's dive into that.
Yeah, so we talked to Paul about coming here, and he's like, yeah, I'd love to. And then Vicenza, I believe, I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty, once you have Paul on the pod, he'll explain more. But the way he told me is they signed him, and then out of nowhere, they were just like, hey, so we're going to sign this other Italian player, like,
scumbag.
too bad, so sad kind of thing, you know? I don't even know if it's scumbag or not, but I think just like in Italy, like here, like, dude, the money situation, like teams have budgets and you have to stay within that budget with the sponsors and stuff like that. Or people pay out of pocket and like obviously like we don't expect people to do that for us, you know, like we don't need like that kind of we don't need them to do that for us. So yeah, and then Paul called me the next day. He's like, "Hey, I'm coming to Épernay, man. Like I just got the phone with your coach." And I was like, "No way." And I was like really excited about that. And he's lit it up here. Like he's such a player, like, and he's just so much like stronger than every player in this league. Like, he's so strong on his skates and he's such a good like shooter and he's got a good speed and me and him just play really well together. So it's been a really blessing in disguise, like him not going over there and coming here for sure.
Yeah, I mean he's fourth in the league in points, and yeah, no, I mean I guess scumbag's not the right word, but just the way it works, it is kind of like
Yeah,
it
it's a
is
different mentality. It's just
it
a
is.
different way of thinking.
Yeah, and I totally get it, but it is like that's just how European pro roller is, you know. There's not a
Exactly.
unified structure of it, but that's what it is. Um, so talking about France, talking about these different teams, what is one of the rinks that I guess two-part question, what's your favorite rink to play at? And two, what's the hardest rink to play at because of like the home court advantage?
Well, I would say I haven't played there, but I've been to a game there. Rattel would probably be one of the top ones to play at just because they get such a huge fan base and they like treat it professionally. They do a big show. The air zone's real fun to play in because that thing's loud in there and they get going. And I mean, I get booed every single rink I've been to so far. So every
You're
time they
bringing it
announce my
on a
name,
little
I just
bit.
get booed and I just love it.
I
And
I I do got to say I was watching the game last night and they have like the live stream, but you can kind of hear the voice. And I heard you the whole time on the bench, and I'm like, I love Marv. That's my player. Hey, that's the kind of guy I am when I'm playing. I am yelling. I'm just the
Oh,
whole time. And I
I'm
love
just
that.
the energy guy. I'm
I
just the
love it.
energy guy. I think
you,
Beerzo might be the hardest one to play in too, though, because like I mean, I hear my name and then something about my mother every single time I skate by their like hooligan fan base, you
Is
know?
that just
And
kind of like their chirp is like that's what they always kind of say is that type of
oh
thing?
yeah,
Okay.
like son of a bitch in French is like the worst thing you could say to somebody.
yeah.
Like it's like the worst thing you could say, you know?
It's
But
like, yeah, it's to your mom. That's like, it's
yeah, I
like,
mean, I just brush it off, you know. It's sport, you know. To them, like the drum beating and like the freaking vuvuzela, like brrr, the whole game and like chants, like it's cool. Like I wish we played more than one game a week here, just because it's so freaking fun.
I,
It's
I
so
would,
fun.
I was just gonna ask that. Like the biggest thing that I've noticed is like the one game a week. I feel like you guys should be doing like kind of like how minor ice hockey does it here. Like you should go to Verizon and play back to back days,
Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday.
Saturday, Sunday, and then they come to you and play two games. Like that's how it should be because like playing one game, you do all this all week. You do all this preparing, gym, practices, skill sessions for like one. I know the games are longer, right? But like, dude, you could do two of those in a weekend easily.
yeah. I think it goes back to like our guys work. Like they
Yeah.
work jobs. Like
Yeah.
most of these guys work jobs, you know. So like Saturday, like they take their whole Saturday to travel. Like again, we just mini bus everywhere, and then right after the game, you either get your sandwich or we go to McDonald's, and then we come home. You know, like Like our biggest travel is on Glet. That's 12 hours in a minibus, dude, in 2 vans. And we just leave right after and come home. And like Paul's like, yo, should we stay? And I'm like, dude, you gotta experience this travel. Like you gotta experience it. Like it's fun because you get to know guys. Like I got to know I love every single one of my teammates. Like the goalie on our team's like one of my best friends. Like he's the coolest dude ever. He's actually going to Amac's wedding with me in September. Shout out Amac.
There you go.
Yeah, so he's coming with me. He's going to Arizona. He's gonna bring his stuff. We're gonna play. It's gonna be cool. I'm excited about that. But
That's
yeah, no,
unreal.
but
No, and he's
uh,
the goalie for Team France, right?
yeah, he is
He's a stud.
awesome.
Yeah,
He's a stud, and he couldn't care less. He's such a goalie. Like he couldn't care less. He just like I remember he chirped me like we played in the N1 final. I was like, "Oh, you ready for tomorrow? You a little nervous? What's up?" Like joking with him, and he goes, "Marvin, when you win a world championship, it's always just another game." And I was dying, bro, dying. It was so funny, dude. He's just
so
and he just kicks it all day. He just gets to the rink, like does his little focusing and stuff. But like he's like chirping me while we're playing. Like if I hold the puck behind that, he's like, "How long are you gonna be back there?" Like just like he's just this beauty, dude. He's
he's a
so
goalie.
cool. He's
Yeah.
a goalie, and he's just one of my favorite people, man. He's really cool.
Is so I gotta ask this too. When they came over, because he came over last year, not the I guess not this summer, but the previous summer, Team France came over,
Yeah,
correct?
yeah,
And he that first game, it kind of took them a little bit just to get going, and then he played like an absolute stud the rest of the tournament.
yeah.
He stood on his head. Um, do you know what their kind of experience was from their side when they came over? I mean, they got, obviously kind of, they got whooped, but later games they started figuring it out and, playing together and it's just a different system here in North America. Bigger
Yeah.
rink, like you're saying, man on man to a system, totally different. What were their views if coming over here and playing in that tournament?
I didn't really get to talk to him much about it, but I think like their biggest thing is like, all right, this is the expectation now. Like this is how we have to play if we want to win a world title, if we want to compete at the next level. I think the biggest thing was the physicality for them because then it's hard to translate because then at world championships you can't play that physical. You can't finish your hits. Like obviously some of the guys didn't like it, and then other guys like Val Gonzalez is like, dude, I love this. Like guys crushing each other. Like this is fun. Like
He's
this
a
is what I'm
beauty.
Yeah.
He's a beauty. I love Val. Him and all of his like crazy tattoos, and he's just like so free living. And he's a social media guy now too. He's like all over Asia doing stuff. And yeah, no, I think their biggest thing was like that's the expectation now. Like this is where we have to go. And like they cut guys. Like you don't have a for sure spot on that team. Like they have a new team for this coming All-Star game. Like we're gonna play guys we've never played before. Like their captain's a good player. Obviously, P. Stu, our goalie, he's a great goalie, so he'll help them out. But like Gabby doesn't play anymore. Like, dude, he's got 3 kids, like or maybe a kid. I don't know how many he has, but I know he has maybe one or two.
I thought he said
But like,
8. I was like, he has 8?
no, no,
I thought
no,
he said
Jesus,
8 kids. I was like, whoa.
no. It was funny yesterday watching like after the game, like him and him and Alex know like their kids are on the rink after the game, like shooting pucks around, wearing their jersey and stuff. I'm like, this is awesome, man. Like that's what the game's all about. Like just growing and making sure, like not making sure, but like introducing your kids to it, like introducing like the younger ages to it and stuff like that, which they do a really good job here of that. They really do. I actually admire how they like how the youth hockey is kind of ran here.
So so kind of touching on this, how did you get into like wanting to do the social media aspect of it? Like, did you just wake up one morning, you're like, you know what? I have a great fucking personality. I'm gonna show this to the world because in your intro, we said like if you don't know Marv, you've never been to a roller hockey tournament, right? Because on and off the rink, like you're a very you oh every time
You're
I walk,
everywhere.
yeah, every time I walk by you, what's up, fucking, you know what I
Got to
mean?
go, coach. This is my 50th game of the
Yeah,
summer.
like
I'll be
you're
back.
all over the place, you know what I mean? Like, so like,
I
what made you want to do the social media side of it?
I think honestly, just like keep my mom updated. She was always like, "You should document. You should do stuff." Like I think, and, like making her smile and seeing
That's a
like as
great
long as she
point.
smiles and likes it, that's enough for me. But I also like my friends back home are like, "Dude, you need to do this. Like, look at Swaggy P. Like, look how much of a following he has. Like, look at Hey Barber. They're like, dude, like you're hilarious. You do stupid stuff. You don't care what people think. Like, why not do it?" And then like you're right, Ant. Like I just woke up one morning and I was like, screw it, I'm doing it, whatever. And then Paul was like, I'll help you out. And I was like, perfect. Like I got like a business type guy to kind of help me
Yeah.
out here and like give me ideas, and then I can just kind of be a clown and just do it
You're like
all,
you're like Vinny Chase with E, dude. Like
Yeah.
you're the movie
Exactly.
star, he's the E. He kind of
Yeah.
looks like E a little bit, to be honest. He kind of does. Like a more
He's
handsome E, But
Oh yeah, for sure. Paul's got it going on. That's a fact. But yeah, I just woke up and just kind of figured I might as well do it. At first, I kind of like ran through it, and now I'm gonna do maybe one or two a week. This weekend, I'll be doing like a game day one, which would be cool. And I'll definitely be like making them and then waiting a couple days to post them. That way, I can post them like right when like you guys are awake and everyone here is awake. Because I mean, I post them at midnight here, and then everyone sees them at like 6 p.m. In America. So I hope they like want to wake up to it. That way I can do it like around lunchtime here. So we'll see.
I mean, you're
Dude,
in the algorithm, so
he already got the timing down. Him and Paul have like figured it out. They're like, all right,
Paul's like,
Oh
listen,
yeah.
dude,
Oh, we
here's what you
put
got to do.
time. We're
Ideal
putting
postage.
time and effort into this thing. Like this, we're not playing around here.
How's like the editing coming along? Like that's something that Rob's really good at, right? Like that's Rob's shtick, right? Like that's his
Yeah,
thing for the roller dab. Like he makes all the edits. So how have you adjusted with that? Because we talked about it before on the podcast. Like it takes time. Like it's not
definitely.
easy. Like I did, especially for using your phone to edit the whole time. Like that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is. I mean, if I can do it, anybody. It's pretty dummy proof, on the Instagram reels. Like I ain't the smartest guy in the world, but I
Just
figured it out.
posted a template.
just
Yes.
put it,
Yeah,
just put a
that
caption
that
in. Yeah.
music caption, good to go. I'm trying to make it simple. Paul wants me to get a little more like complicated on it, in the lack of a better term. But I think it's working out, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna start doing the voiceovers on it, and then I'm gonna start doing tours of like the champagne houses and stuff, which is pretty
More
cool. Because I mean,
more
yeah,
lifestyle type stuff.
yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot harder. Like I honestly like props to all the guys that make a living doing it because it takes work and it takes time and like you're constantly on your phone, which definitely me and Paul like leave our phones at home. We go on our long walks because like you got to get away from the phone. You can't
That's
be on
pretty
it like
cute. That's cute.
20. Oh, it's adorable. Don't hate on it. You know you love it. Don't
Listen, you
hate
know what
on
you
it.
get. You know what you get with Rob, right? Like if you
Yeah.
guys were
Oh,
on the same team, I'd be booted like first 3 minutes of the game because you're just
Yeah, I'd give it to Anth the whole time.
be like, fuck.
oh, I'm surprised I haven't got thrown out of a game. To be honest with you.
I was
So, Marv, you want to hear a funny story?
Oh yes,
Yeah, you're gonna love
I'm
it.
all ear. I'm all ears.
We're gonna go back to Arizona. We're taking you to your roots, okay? We're going back to Arizona to your stomping grounds, to Stomping Ground Arena, if you like that.
Stomping ground. I'm calling it that forever now.
So I was there for the Lebeda Freeze Cup, and beautiful facility, by the way. Just
Oh yeah.
unbelievable facility. The still mat's great. AC's pumping in there. Just like the locker rooms are nice. Everything's well maintained. A very nice rink. And even got like the volleyball on the side, just fucking wheeling. So the whole place just has energy the whole time, which is cool. I got a
Wasn't always like that. Wasn't always like that.
Used to be like
Definitely
really
renovated
dark
for
from what I
sure.
remember. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, I got a penalty in one of the games. I'm in the box, of course, no surprise. And on the back, I have like an RDN sticker just on the back right, just how most people have a sticker there. And I'm in the box and I'm just chirping some guy. And there's a scorekeeper there. I think he has long hair and glasses, wears a hat.
Scoon over.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. And he's like all into it because there was like a fight. And I'm like,
Oh.
and I'm chirping and I'm just laughing. And this guy goes, "Hey, man, are you Roller Dad News?" And I turn around and I look and I go and I have this look like, should I like be mad or should I be like kind of proud? And he goes, because you got that sticker and you kind of sound like some of the videos of you like yelling. And I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's awesome, dude. And I just thought to myself, I would never meet anybody else other than the penalty box. That's the only place I'd ever
That's
get.
home.
That's home. And that guy is the biggest beauty I have ever met.
He's the man.
He
He's the
may,
man.
he knows everything about roller.
He knows everything. He plays like in like some of the lower leagues, and he's like kind of gotten better. And he just loves in the lot that the good hockey players like him. Like he thinks he's the man that we like him. And I love him. I think he's hilarious. Like,
He is.
and he chirps us too. Like we call it Scoon takes in the lot after like our D1 league. And he like tells, he's like, yeah, Marv doesn't pass enough. He was brutal on D today. He couldn't score either. And he just like lights into us. And he's like, yeah, Tommy, he wasn't very good today either. And like, he just like gives it, like just tells us how it is. Like, he is the most unapologetically honest human being. And I love him for it. And we love having him around. So I hope he
like
keeps sticking around.
when you get back to Arizona, maybe you should just continue kind of the social media shit, right? Like because we talk
100% I will.
there's like
100%.
there's so many characters at like an adult rink, like at a men's league rink. Like you're saying this guy here, I have a guy at my rink. We call
Oh,
him
mutants.
yeah, Snack Bar Steve. He's like the same thing. Like I'll play goalie, give up like 8. He's like, you didn't play good that game, like straight up to my face. And I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. Like I just got shelled. Like there's people like Rob's told me stories about his El Paso rink. Guys are going out there in next gen pants with like Bauer straight frame skates. Like it's crazy. So I think you need to just continue and get this guy some FaceTime. Sounds like a beauty.
He is.
So
Oh, for sure. Shout out Schoonover, man. I love that guy.
I mean, but even like, kind of, I guess, transitioning to Arizona Roller, that's something that I want to talk about is you're very big in the community there for the youth and, just adult leagues. But you guys got like a really good, actually, like adult elite rec league. I really wouldn't even call it a rec league. I would call it an elite league. Can you talk about that? Like, and just some of the boys in there. I know Tui's in there, Amax in that league and two. And, how is that league?
It's that is the highlight of my weekend every weekend. Like on Sundays, it's a draft league too, so you never know like who you're gonna get picked, and they never say the draft order. Like it's always secretive, and like they meet up at like a restaurant or a coffee shop. They do the draft. We have jerseys made. They make sure like Schoonover is announcing goals. Like like he's just a beauty, and it's so fun. I would say it's like a combination of like there's pro guys in it, and then there's men's plat guys. Then you have like Ryan Botcher, who was like player of the week in like his Division 1 college conference this week, and he's playing in it. Then we had like Dom Garcia. I don't know if you know who that is. He played at ASU. Like he's played in it. Galchenyuk played in it for a couple games. Like that was pretty cool.
I saw those
And
controversial guy.
controversial for sure, but deep down a very good human. Yeah, that league it's super like there's so much parity in it. Like you never know who's gonna win in the games. Like goalies are like we have decent goal like really good goalies. You have like Eric Hernandez, Giddings, Jay. Like so there's a
really
bunch of
good
parity.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, he's real good.
He's
Giddings?
actually unreal at skating out too.
Oh, Jay? Oh
Yeah.
my God.
He's
He
really
played I think he played out and goalie in juniors. Like
Yeah,
he
he's
played
nasty.
both. And he's a weapon. He's a beauty off the rink. He's a good dude. He's a fun time to be around. You can't like he says anything and I just start fucking bawling laughing, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just like dying.
is one guy. I mean, the brothers Tui's.
Oh,
There's one thing that I got to say about Tommy. When I first met Tommy, I don't think there's anybody that has more roller slang than anybody else. This dude's like a roller encyclopedia of like just slang for roller hockey.
I'm if I'm not mistaken, he might have been there when the roller dad word started. Like he might have came up with it.
He might have. I think he came up with good roller too.
Yeah, he was the good roller guy. Remember?
Yes,
that?
he did.
He was good roller too.
He has the nobody knows more about Arizona roller hockey than Tommy, and I also think not many people know as much roller as he does when it comes to like the lingo and like past history and things like that. I mean, he's who I looked up to growing up. Like I wanted to be the cool guy like Tommy. That's why I started wearing flip flops. That's why I wore a backwards hat. That's why
Is that why you wear? Is that why you wear sevens?
Oh yeah, no, I only wore sevens once, dude. That for that one game, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, and we just call them sevens. Like that's all we call them. Yeah, Tom and Tanner are just good dudes, man. They're definitely some of the bigger ambassadors for like us younger guys, because Tanner's a little bit older than me and Tommy's about 4 years older than me. Yeah, I mean, just growing up, like looking up to those guys, like they definitely like set the standard of like what a beauty is, in roller hockey. And they're just good dudes too. Like they're funny, they're outgoing, they're in the lot, they're very welcoming to anybody. Like we don't just do the lot for just the D1 guys. Like people show up to our lot and just like hang out.
Oh yeah.
Like no matter what division you play in, like the lot's a one size fits all league. Anybody can come out.
Dude,
Anybody.
That's an episode right there for your social, the lot, man. Just like an
Oh,
experience in the
don't worry.
locker.
When I get home, I'll make that for you, Aunt. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
that period's the most important period sometimes, especially
That's
after
why
a game.
I think that's why I play roller back home
Yeah,
is to hang out with those guys. But
yeah.
yeah, no, Tommy and Tanner are good dudes. I'm really happy they're in my life.
Yeah, they're I anytime you see them, it's just, like any roller hockey player, but I haven't seen them in probably 2, 3 years. Walked into that rink a month ago and Tanner was just like, "What's up, dude? How's it going?" And it's like you pick up where you left off and there's no in between. There's no awkwardness with those two. They're just a very welcoming, just brothers. They're great guys.
Yeah. Yeah,
Arizona
and
Arizona has some beauties.
yeah, and super intelligent guys at that too.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
like
They work in
Tommy's a pretty
finance, right?
Tommy's a lawyer and then Tanner does like some finance stuff. Yeah. He probably doesn't like
Finance.
that I tell
That's
people that,
fun.
but
Oh,
he
I might be
probably
hitting
won't
off
like
for some
he probably
advice.
won't like that I said that, but whatever.
That's
well,
all right.
He'll
it's
he'll he'll still
I mean,
he'll
it's not
still
like
love
you're
me.
ripping up. You're not like, yeah, he bags groceries. You said he's a lawyer. Like that's a
a
not.
very
No,
good
that's
thing.
that's something someone would say about me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he
Nah,
bags groceries.
nah. You're
Uh,
you're you're changing youth roller hockey. I mean, how many like so with that being said, like, do you prefer like coaching or playing at this point? Because I know like obviously you might be more passionate coaching when I've seen you on the bench than playing sometimes.
Especially at Narch, like you're going, how many games?
Like,
30?
yeah.
I did 49 last
My
March, I
bad.
think. I think I got to 49 last March. I mean, I just you know me. I just love hockey, man. I just love roller hockey. Like I can't get over it. And I think honestly, as I get older, I mean, obviously playing is the best. But like seeing like kids progress and seeing kids like become men, like my 8 and under team are 17, 18 years old. Like one of them has made the all tournament team in U17 Worlds. Braden Willis, like he's such a
What's his
player.
name?
Braden Willis.
Shout out.
Shout out Braden Willis. Yeah, he's on the U17 NTDP. He's a good player. And like Landon Jans. Like I mean him and or me and his dad
I
are
would say
like he's
that's
like
your
one of my
boy, right?
oh yeah, I've coached Lanny since he was 7 and he's a player too. And I think that kind of keeps me driving to keep playing, getting better so that he doesn't get better than me.
That's a good point.
But
Like the
yeah,
father-son relationship, kind of like,
yeah,
one day you're gonna beat your dad, like at
yeah,
playing.
exactly. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think as I get older, I definitely get more pleasure coaching these kids, like because I mean they're good, like they're good hockey players and they're good kids. That's the biggest thing. I mean, this year I hope our Nighthawks back home. I don't know how many tournaments I'll be able to come home for to coach them, but we've had that program for a little while now, and that kind of feeds into our Outcast program and things like that. I hope we have an 8 and under, a 12 and under, 16 and 18. I think we'll have for all of it, but I mean, we'll see. I just really enjoy coaching, man. I just enjoy just being around the kids. They're just such good. I'm good with them. They like me. I like them. I think I love them more than they love me sometimes. That's for sure.
That's how it
It's
should go.
Did you always coach like growing up, or is it something you kind of got into later, like after you're like playing?
Um, when I stopped playing ice hockey, when I broke my femur, I like went to the rink, because like I just couldn't stay away from hockey. I went there and Boyle was running a team and running the like I has the inline hockey inline hockey association of Arizona,
Like the most
and
confusing thing to say. I try to like say I'm like IHAs, AHAs, and people are like, yeah,
I has
yeah.
yeah, and well, I was like, "You want to hop on the bench?" I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." And after like one or two games, they're like, "Hey, I think you're kind of good at this. Like, you should keep doing this." And then ever since I was like 20 years old, and ever since then, I've been coaching every year.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so that's kind of how I got into it. Yeah, I was peg legging around with my femur, and um, yeah, the kids kind of liked me, and I liked them. And then I had in my first group was 01s, and then now I got 2016s.
Jesus Christ. That's just so weird to think about that age is now like playing roller when we were
And
going
like they can understand what I'm saying and that they're like not
a kid.
like yeah,
Yeah,
not
kind of
like
like
children
6 year.
getting
Yeah.
breastfed. They're like playing roller hockey. It's like insane to me. I
No,
feel so old.
it is. One thing that that I think just being around the youth of playing hockey, coaching, in Denver, it was really just rec leagues, playing pie haw, right? You're with your boys. We're running practices by ourselves. But when I moved down here to El Paso, they have a group of kids, shout out to the Thunderbirds and Eric Torres that really helps coach them. But there's three players that went over and played in the Pan Am games this summer or this past October. But it gives you like just more energy back into roller. You're like, dude, this is what it's about. I'll show up to their practices, help them out. They're like, dude, Roller Dad Rob's here, like this. And I'm like, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
And
cool. It's a cool feeling, dude.
it is. And then I would like hop in the practice and I would practice because I was like, dude, I want to fucking practice. I'm not
Yeah.
better
Tom's
than
so
you.
hard on
Oh yeah, dude.
him. Tom's bodying. He was telling me he was bodying kids on the boards. Like, get the
Dude,
pucks, man.
But that's what
That's what Tommy would do to us growing up. He would just bully us. He'd be like 18 and be 14,
That's
but
what
that's
makes
how
it
you
better.
get better. That's
it
how you
is.
get better.
But it gives you just a more you just have more appreciation for the game because now you get to like, yeah, like I've played my time. I've gone and, have played the tournaments. I've been to Narch, done all this, right? I love it. But getting to see them go and play and winning, it's kind of just a different feeling. You're like, unbelievable, dude. Like, congratulations. So it's just like a different energy that you get back into the game that just gives you a different life. Like, I don't know. In Colorado, I was kind of like burnt out. And then I moved down here, just a whole
It
different
just
scene.
it's a different satisfaction for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you have Damien, Noel, and Mexicano
Damien,
Marv.
Marv, yeah, Damien, Marv, you even got Marcelo. All
Yeah,
these
yeah.
guys, all these guys go out to the what was it, the college prospect camp too. We're studs out there, and then but yeah, they love the game. Tuesdays and Thursdays for 2.5 hours. These guys are just fucking going. So it's
Yeah,
cool to see them get rewarded, and then you're like, you know what? I don't know why, but I love hockey even more now. So it's pretty,
exactly.
yeah.
They energize you into loving the game even more. Like just when you think like, I'm kind of over it, you just right away they come to them with a smile on their face, like, oh look, it's Roller Dad Rob, and like then you're like, all right, cool, here we go.
Yeah.
You get more energized than a cup of coffee with those kids.
Yeah, like
Like
let me
it's the
just shoot
best.
pucks. I just want to play in a drill. That's all I want to do, dude. Like,
Exactly.
Now,
so go ahead,
someone
Ant.
who was like that for you, like I think this is a guy, I think in general in the roller community, most people have a great deal of respect for, but I'm sure he helped you out a lot in this kind of role as Boyo, right? Like,
Oh,
can you just talk about how much of a influence he's been for you? Because he's the type of guy, Rob and I always talk about Boyo. Like, I mean, he comes up like one of every five podcasts, right? Because he's so involved in the sport as well, not just from the conic side of things, but again, coaching and everything. So what's Boyo meant to you?
he's probably the most influential person in my life outside of like family that I've ever had. He just when I was younger, like I didn't make the outcast teams when I wasn't very good, but he kept giving me hope. He's like, hey, like I'll make a team for you, like we'll figure out, something
He
and
said
you
he'd
can
make a
practice
team
with
for you.
yeah, like, he literally made a team for me one year, like with 95s and 96s of like the runts of the litter. And he just always like if I need anything and I call him, we'll be on the phone for 2.5 hours. Like he's just such a good dude. He's good for our game. He's good to the kids. He doesn't make a dime off Outcast. We've never made money off of it. Neither of us. Never. We've never made any money coaching. And he couldn't care less to. He's just such a good person. And I can't say enough good things about Boyle. If we had 100 more Boyos, our sport would grow immensely. We need more people like him who just is like doesn't play like he can play like if he wanted to, but he'd rather coach. He'd rather show kids like what the love of the game is. And he taught me so much in coaching, like all my strategies and all the stuff that I teach the kids, like when it comes to like roller strategy and how to win is from him. And then he like learns a little bit from me from like my eyesight of it. And yeah, I think Boyo is probably one of the best people in our sport. And like I said before, I can't say enough good things about him.
Yeah, he's very,
He's
very self.
unreal.
Yeah, very selfless, and he's just all for the sport. He gives
100%.
gives back tremendously back to the sport. Never expects anything, in return. Really, I think I met him.
Never.
This is gonna date back to like 2006, I think 2007 at like Bladium in Denver. It was like Mission Arizona Stars. It wasn't even Outcast. I think he was coaching the Mission Arizona.
Yep, I played on them. Yep.
Yeah, and it was
I
like
played for them.
who was it? It was Spinesta. What's his name? Nick Spinetta?
Spinasana.
Yeah, Spinesta.
Nick
Yeah.
Spinasana.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was like those guys, and we played against each other, but like half of our team was going to Arizona. For some reason, we got in connection with like Boyo, and ever since, always like just kept in touch. See him at tournaments. He's like, Robbie, how you doing? I was like 12 and under, 14 and under, but always just like talk to me, say, how are you doing? How's your team? Good, you know? And now it's just like such a great dude in the sport. Like you said, if there was 100 more of him, the sport would be through the roof.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's kind of honestly keeps me going too, because like once Boyle's like either like out of it or like once he kind of starts fading off, which I don't see that coming anytime soon. But I want to be that guy, that's like helping kids like get into roller hockey and like running the program and getting things going. Like Outcast like should be a forever staple in roller hockey.
Well, you
And
know,
I
yeah, I was gonna say
if
we
there's
go ahead.
if I have anything to do with it, I'll make sure that we still have teams around because kids want to play. Like making the Arizona teams is actually kind of easy because these kids like a friend of a friend, like they bring a friend and they get into roller hockey, and all of a sudden they play 4 years at ASU or 4 years at U of A or 4 years at GCU or 7 years at GCU for some people, or 7 years at ASU for like dope, like
Doing a couple of
he
victory
played there
laps.
forever.
Yeah, a
Why
couple of
not? Why
victory
would you
laps.
not?
Yeah.
So it's funny you mentioned this because Rob and I talked about kind of on the last podcast that we did. There is in a lot of states, maybe not Arizona, but there's a drop off of like guys who play roller in some sort of organization. Then they get done high school and it's like,
Where do you go?
where do we go? So at least in Arizona, you do have three pillars that they can go to and at least continue, get a good education and continue to play hockey. Where like here, like in Philly, like we have Temple and we have Newman. Now Newman's kind of making a little bit of a pushback, but like other than that, like nobody wants to go to Temple. It's like it's scary there, right? Like
Yeah, you get
there's nowhere
shot.
to go. So Rob and I, it's funny you mentioned that specifically, like these kids can kind of graduate into that. And then, now there's a Pi Hot program as well, too. So, okay, so now they have a Pi Hot team in that area. It'd be nice if there was a couple more, right? And I'm sure there could be. But like it's funny you say that because we literally just talked about this. Like, so like
Yeah, yeah.
from your perspective, like this is kind of a hard hitting one. Like, what needs to change in roller? Do you have an opinion on like how we can keep kids in the game?
I think a lot of people need to swallow their ego, and just kind of just make a Pi Hot minor team. Like you don't have to play pro. You can make a minor team. You can
100%.
make a semi team and just play with your friends because roller hockey, nobody's making millions off this shit. Let's just play
Anything.
roller hockey and enjoy it or make anything off of it.
Yeah, like
Like we
especially
don't,
here, over there, different, but yeah.
I mean, we don't make, I mean, like we make a little, but we don't make shit, dude. Come on. We're just doing this for fun. Like this is because I love it, like all the guys in this league are just playing because they love it. And I think a lot of swallowing up the pride and just making a team and finding friends that want to play with you. And I think if we could just find a way to make Pi Ha just a little bit bigger, in every other state, and like if we can just get at least 10 more teams and people saw it like grow, more people would play in it. And I think college, like kids going to get an education, and just like I wish I would have, I wish I would have done it that way, to be honest with you. Um, I think just getting kids into college and playing college roller and doing more camps and like making like how GCU did the Sun City Showdown against the men's league team, like that's huge. Like that got people at the rink, that got people interested in roller, that got younger kids DMing me like, "Yo, what is this?" I'm like, "Go to the rink and find out." And
Yeah.
thankfully, like we have, I mean, gratefully for us, I mean, we got real lucky with Richard Parrish like taking over our rink and re-renovating it and putting money into it and making sure it's going to stay a roller rink for a very long time and renewing the lease and buying the land, and we're very grateful. And I can't like I'm really really grateful that he did that for us. Just getting more people that are going to be selfish in our sport, that are going to like even if you don't play, like you can find a way to be involved. Like you don't have to play, like making teams, like coaching teams. I think that's the biggest thing is, I mean, there's no secret to growing something. It's just getting more people involved. Just
Yeah.
getting into, I think we need to get into schools. Like everyone, like in every single state should just get into the schools, give a kid a freaking ball and a stick and show these kids at PE class what hockey is. And I promise half of them will love it. I
Yeah.
promise. If you
That's
just get a
what
good personality in there, like that's what we do here. Like we get kids into the school, we put out flyers. Hey, we have our 8 and under learn to play. I have more girls than boys, and they love it, and they think it's the funnest thing in the world, and it's super fun to coach them, hard with the language barrier for sure. And they're like yelling at me in French, and I have like no clue sometimes what they're saying, in their little voices, but they're loving it and just keeping them moving, getting them out there. Just, I think, unfortunately, ice hockey's king. We're never going to grow bigger than them. We never are, but we can try. We can try to make our sport bigger. So I think that's the biggest thing is just getting youth into it, and then it'll feed more into it. Playing men's league is okay. It's okay just to play men's league, and then playing a men's league tournament like Wish Cup or Nasty Cup or whatever you want to call it, like just getting people involved. Like he's got it. Like if I got like probably 6 or 7 ice buddies back into it, and they're just loving it. They don't even play ice hockey anymore because it's just fun. It's way more fun. You don't have, I mean, there's still idiots in men's league, including myself, that take it too seriously. But then but you just have more fun. Like the lot's more fun. The community's better. It's just getting people involved. Just show up to a roller tournament, and I promise you'll fall in love with it.
Yeah.
I promise. I think that's the biggest thing is getting into schools and then swallowing pride and just playing men's league. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay,
Yeah, I see that a lot too with just and even like playing men's leagues, but even in just some states, there's a lot of division with players where it's like, hey, I'm only going to play with these guys and that's it, or I'm not playing, And like one thing that I love is a draft league, right? So like you guys have that draft league there. That grows the game because you're playing with players you would never have played with, right? Sure,
Exactly.
there's some players in Arizona that certain players don't want to play with, vice versa, right? That's how it is in Colorado. But we never had a draft league. We never had anything like that, and we always stay on the same rec league team. There's one rec league team that has no joke. I was a part of it. We've won the rec league 4 years in a row, and we do 5 seasons each year. That should never happen, but we'll never switch teams just because we want to play with the boys, right? But if you had a draft league or something like that that can actually break up teams, get you playing with other people, create friends. That might create different teams. I think that's exactly what it is. Like you said, swallowing your pride, joining a team, joining a league that, you never know who you can meet and be friends with. So I think that's
Yeah,
what,
who knows what could happen? Maybe you
yeah,
make a great friend, you start a business together, then you end up making some money, then you're set for life,
yeah,
kind of thing. Like you have a
yeah,
friend for life, you have a business, like just building connections with people. Like I mean, we do it too. Like me and Tommy have played on the same D2 men's league team with the same group of guys for like 7 seasons. It's a little
yeah,
bit different because like it's the other teams have been the same too, but we all get along, we all hang out,
exactly.
which is fine. But if there ever were to be a change, nobody should bitch about it.
No.
It's okay. It's
When
okay.
when I started my draft league here, what wound up happening is like, let's just say we never played together. We're like, fuck it, let's go create another team in another division. So that's
Yeah.
kind of what happens. Like these guys meet each other and are like, hey, like we have our draft league team. Great. Like, let's go do a gold team together now. And then now you have a new team that spawns up. Like in my league in the past 4 years, I've had 5 free agent teams. All 5 of them are still together. And they're just guys that are random signing up, had nowhere to play. I put them together and help out, like kind of pick a guy I could tell is like, hey, this guy's pretty organized. He's going to captain the team. And next thing you know, these guys are buying fucking jerseys together. They're hanging out. They got group chats that I'm somehow stuck in that are going off all day, every day. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what it's about to your point, like going back what you said with the kids, but I think it applies to adults as well, like coming from the ice hockey, because men's league ice hockey sucks half the time because games are 10:45 at night. Like I have a game literally 10:45 this week. I don't want to go to that. At least in roller, you get these good times and you get guys back into the sport, right? Guys that are coming over like, yo, roller hockey's kind of sick. This is way less like intense in my ice hockey league. Still have fun, still be competitive, like you said, but like the lot after is great. The community is great. And like you said, bring them people to tournaments, like they get addicted right away, right?
Addicted. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
All right, Marv.
uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We've
Uh-oh.
had we've had you on the pod for the last almost hour. It's been a great interview, honestly. Like,
Yeah, we got to be back.
love the energy. We got to have you back. We got to do a part
100%.
two. We got to get you and
Yeah,
Paul.
like mid-season.
Yeah, we got to get you and Paul on. We also got to talk about though, like summer roller. We really haven't even like covered summer.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
But people know who Marv is now. Everyone knows who Marv is. So I want to ask you, what's the thoughts on this new Instagram? I'm not even gonna say its name, but this new Instagram out there that takes some of your videos and pictures and throwing memes on there. So what's your thought on this new thing in the roller world that people have been seeing? The memes. We'll just say it, the troll.
The troll. I think it's fucking hilarious, dude. He's making fun of me. Like, that's awesome. Like, I'm like I said before, if you make fun of me, I'll beg for more. Like, I think he's hilarious. I mean, for me, it's okay the stuff he said, but I could see from other people like how some of the stuff he says a little crosses the line a little bit, a little bit too much. Um, but I think that's what grows our sport. Like guys like that like make fun of people. Like I think there's three in our league, like troll accounts for League Elite. I'll send them to you. They're
Oh, I've seen
hilarious.
I've seen them. They're hilarious. They're unreal.
They're hilarious. I do know who they are. They won't expose themselves, but they're honestly they're good for a game and they're good dudes. They make fun of everybody. They don't just they make fun of
There's
themselves.
one. There's one that just makes fun of one dude on Villeneuve the whole time.
Oh my god.
You know who
Yeah,
I'm
that
talking about, right?
yes, yes. It's funny.
It
It's
is. It's
funny.
great.
It's great. I think you should expand and make fun of even more people, including me. I want him to keep making fun of me. I really do. Like when he shows my ass off to the world and makes fun of me. I don't know where he comes up with like the Bonnie Blue stuff, like as if like I have a crush on her or something. I don't know where he comes up with that. And like the gay dolphin thing,
Clips.
like that
I
was
was gonna
funny.
say, I think yours was probably one of the more borderline, like, oh
Yeah, exactly.
shit, this is like, especially from a growing it standpoint, you're like, now you got some like 10-year-old looking up Bonnie Blue, and you're like, fuck,
You're like, bud.
exposing it to like a whole different realm, but like,
Exactly.
but they probably know already anyway, because kids,
Another OF subscriber.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kids are fucked up anyway, but. To your point, it is funny because there's some, there's funny ones. Like, well, I'm sure everyone
There's
has like kind of like own favorite or whatever, but like it's funny because I wasn't sure, and you commented right on it like this is great or something like that.
this is
Like
great.
you
Yeah.
accepted it, and to be in a social media world, you have to be able to take a little bit of that criticism and self-deprecation, like that. Well,
Have to take it well. I mean, you're gonna post stuff, you're gonna have people that either don't like it or gonna make fun of you about it.
yeah,
And I will sleep the same way I did last night as the night before, and the night before that, and the night before that. I could care less. I mean, it's honestly given me a little bit more exposure. Like I gained followers from this guy, from him making fun of me. Like I've gotten more followers from that, and more like I've had a couple companies like reach out to like want to do stuff, which is cool.
that's fair.
So I mean, I could care less what he says about me. I mean, I think like I shouldn't say I care less because I mean I care because it's funny. I
Yeah.
like it really and truly. I from the bottom of my heart
It's
think he's
not hurting
hilarious.
anything. Yeah, it's not hurting.
No, absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
that's soft.
Yeah,
Come
I mean,
on,
like you could tell, like, I mean, again, we all go through it. Like, even at a tournament when you lose a game or something like that, you're not a guy that like carries that around with you the whole tournament, like you're
You're not Ant. You're not on
oh,
fucking suicide watch for
I'm
about
on suicide watch every
20
year.
hours. Have you ever
But
oh
seen
for
Anth
sure.
after a loss? You ever seen Anth after like a Narch Pro loss or his team goes 0-4?
whoa, whoa,
Oh,
whoa, whoa, whoa. It hasn't been
well,
like that in a little
easy,
bit.
No,
easy.
okay.
No,
Listen,
I've been around. Yes, I've been
Anth,
around it, and
Anth will
Yeah.
call me and he'll be like, I don't even know what the F I'm doing here anymore, why I'm here. I might find the
Well, I
first
quit
try out.
every year. Yeah, I quit every year.
He does. And I'm like, dude, you played effing great. You did what you could, dude. Like,
Dude, I have serious anxiety with when it comes to hockey. And I think it's because of
same
what we do here too, because I feel like I'm like, fuck, but Marv, I'll notice like, even like after, you guys are in the play-ins and stuff like, and we haven't touched on the pro summer stuff. We'll have to do that another time, I guess. But
for
like,
sure.
but I notice like you're always have and I admire it, honestly, like a positive attitude when it comes to the sport, because that's one of the things Rob and I talk about is like being a good person in the sport. Because when someone is introduced to you that's new to the sport, if they go meet a Marvin Simmons, they're like, damn, I really fucking enjoyed that guy. He really loves this thing. Like, why does he love it so
Thanks.
much? And then it's one of those things where, that can now affect him in a positive way. And then he tells someone else. And then it's a, domino effect of all these people are now like, shit, dude, this is a really cool thing that they have going on here. Like, I brought my boys out to Narch for the first time and they walked in Irvine. And I know Irvine can be, hit or miss with people. But for your first time when you walk in Irvine, you're like, fuck, this place is cool. Like, this isn't unlike anything else in the world, you know?
For sure.
So
For
I think
sure. And I mean,
that's what you do.
yeah, and people are never. I mean, some people are going to remember, but most people, they're not going to remember what kind of a hockey player you were. They remember what kind of a person you were.
Exactly.
So, I mean, just be a good, it's not that hard to be a good dude. It's really
No,
not. I
no.
mean, and I guess, I mean, I still am poopy pants when I lose and we don't play well, but like once you leave the locker room, like
That's it.
your impression on like little kids, like running, like if you're going around slamming your stick, throwing your bag down, like making a scene, like those kids are going to remember that. Like they're like, oh, I can act like that now. My dad bought me this $300 stick and I can just slam it around. It's like you're setting an example for other people. And I mean, I've had my moments where I act like a fool, but just, I think it's the kids, like I don't want to show them like how upset I am. I want to show them like, yo, hey, you don't lose, you learn. You
Yeah.
don't like, no one's going to learn from winning. You learn from losing the most. And yeah, just trying to have a good attitude. I guess I've always just kind of had that. I had a coach when I was younger. It's like, be a good teammate and you'll make any team you ever try out for. Just be a good teammate, be a good person, and it'll all work itself out. So I think just that kind of what makes me like I think be a better person and I guess a better loser, even though I'm kind of a sour one. But I've
Well,
been around Ant when he's lost for sure, and the dap up is a little bit different at the end of the tournament sometimes in the beginning, but
listen, when
I
you
love you
as
for
much
it.
as I have, it kind of wears on you a little bit at my
Oh,
age.
I know.
But to your point, like I look at a guy like Bollinger, right? Like that guy can win or lose a game. You would never know once he walks
Never
up.
know.
Never know. And I know he's like a quieter guy, but like his kids are at every game, right? And he first thing he does when he's done, he gets out of the locker room in like 6 seconds. I can't believe how fast he gets undressed and dressed. It's unbelievable. When he comes out, he goes right to his kids right away. And that always like stuck with me. Like, damn, like maybe it's not that deep. Maybe I need to let off a little bit, let it,
Yeah.
like you said, leave it in the locker room and move on.
Yeah, it's the funnest sport in the world. It's
Yeah,
Yep.
fun.
it is.
It's
Yep.
just for fun. It's
Why we're all
just
here.
like our coach says here, he's like, it's just inline hockey. No one's gonna die. Everyone's gonna have fun. It's gonna be okay. Let's just go out there and play. And that's all you have to do. And then win or lose, you did your best, you had a good time. So what? You're gonna play another game. You're gonna play another one.
Damn,
Abs-
this
can-
turned
can-
into like a TED talk at the end.
yeah.
I guess, yeah, fuck. Sorry guys.
Oh, it's great. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
maybe I went a little too hard on you, Ant. I just like sometimes I worry.
That's all right.
Sometimes I worry. I'm
Give
like,
it to him. Give
I'm
it
Yeah,
to
I
him.
worry
I'm
too.
like, fuck, man.
I
Like,
snapped the stick in men's league the other day. I get it. Like, and I was like, fuck, I only got one left. Why did I do that? Now I got to go and sideline swap. Like, I'm fucking pissed.
oh man, no. Well, hey Marv, we really appreciate you coming on. I know it's a
Of course.
little different time zones here, but we made it work. We got to get you on for a part two, even just with Paul. We'd love to talk to you boys and just see more inside life from the both of you guys in Épernay. But the boys, you guys are doing great this season. Hope you guys continue to kill it. Got a great squad, and hopefully the boys will be there at the end of the year in the championship.
That's the plan. That's the plan for sure. I think we have the right group to do it. We have a good group. We have zero egos, all hard workers. It's a good vibe around the team for sure.
Last question: Is Chavo? Is he coming out Épernay this year? Couple of games, or I saw something to
Would
be
you like to know?
to be continued.
Would
I
would
knew
you
you
like
weren't
to
getting
know?
that
Thanks, Marv, for joining the pod.
answer.